What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We are here with another episode. This is The Real Talk with Adore and Daisy. How y'all feeling?
Good.
I'm feeling good, too.
I know.
We know.
Well. No, what's up? How y'all feeling, though? How's your mental health?
My mental health is good. What about yours, Adore?
You just said good. Is it like good, or you just saying that to get past the question?
No, it's good. My mental health is very good. It's actually, I was being modest when I said good.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Okay, but
What's good about it?
my mental health?
Mm-hmm.
My mental health is good because everything to me is half glass full.
Okay.
Yeah. She told you I was gonna come in here talking like that.
No, she did.
You know, he kind of did.
No,
He's a professor for sure.
Yeah. You ain't know that? You better be ready.
A real professor?
Damn near, I should be.
Okay, now I did do a little research on you though.
Okay,
I've seen a few interviews. I seen, what you was talking about.
Okay.
I was interested. I can't wait to hear more.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So
Can we curse?
Yeah.
we try to keep it limited because
Get sponsorships.
Yeah.
Get a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let
Yeah.
no. Yeah.
So yeah,
So we're gonna keep it clean.
let's keep it clean. Tell the people who you are for the people who don't know.
I'm a artist, songwriter, father. I got a pinky in real estate. I'm a good friend. I'm a Gemini. I'm left-handed. I'm from Detroit. I got a pub deal. I went platinum and gold as a songwriter a few times.
Okay.
2 times Grammy nominated. You know what I'm saying?
A mastermind.
A mastermind, an agitator.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
The
Funny.
list go
I'm
on.
funny.
The list goes on.
I'm funny.
Let's get it.
I'm God making a special appearance in the flesh.
I noticed that in
Mhm.
your bio.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
I feel like you
me.
left a few things out on your bio, but I mean,
Damn. Well, I couldn't fit it.
Yeah, you need to write Instagram and tell them you need more space.
I do. Because it's a lot.
Well, we happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us who Earlly Mac is. Like, where did you get the name from?
Actually, my homie Jay John actually helped me come up with that name. And I had a best friend at school. I'm not gonna say her name, but I kind of like took elements of like her name and then what Jay John said, and I put it together. And like my name used to be Earlly Mac Million, but then I just took the million off and just Earlly Mac because it just go.
Earlly Mac.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got a ring to it.
Yeah, clever name for sure.
Thank you. And my real name Earl.
Right.
Somebody before was like, "Is your name like Devontae?"
Why
Like,
would they
bro,
think that?
I don't know. I don't know.
So you write, you produce, you rap. What made you get into the entertainment business?
I don't know. It was just in my blood. My mom's a singer. My dad plays guitar. I got a musical family, so I don't know. It's just innate.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
What do I like about what?
The entertainment business.
The money,
Okay.
the connections, the ability to have a voice and influence. Music is a very strong medium to get your message out. So, yeah, I'll be fucking with that type. I mean, I mess with that.
You more like the give me the money over fame type of person.
I see how you can see that. I can see how you could take from that because I've been kind of low key. But I like to see change type of guy. That was like my focus, like even before money, right? And maybe to my detriment in some ways. You know what I mean? Or it's at a certain point. But the fame too is a tool. You need it. It just depends who has the fame. You got to be responsible with your fame.
What you mean by be responsible with your fame? Like,
well, you give fame to it. It's like fame is influence. You give an influence is, you can influence is like a weapon. You can either save a life or take a life in a sense. So, you know what I'm saying? You just have to be responsible with it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah.
So, like, growing up coming up, becoming who you are? Like, were you always responsible with your fame? Like, what is the process? Because
or my influence. I mean, I'm right. I would say like I'm locally known. No, I'm internationally known on the microphone. But
you are.
I was about to say,
I was say you
I
got
feel
a
like
song
that.
platinum in South Korea. Like,
that was as a songwriter.
as a songwriter.
Yeah.
But that's still
You can say I'm-
internationally.
Yeah, I'm
known,
internationally known on the microphone. But so I guess like I said with that influence, I don't know. I just like to see change in people. You know, I like to turn nothing into something, or see someone do it, or see if I can influence somebody to do that, or to move the needle on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, like, did you always have this push or this drive? Like,
No.
Okay, where did it come from?
No. That shit came from like, like pain in ways. You know what I'm saying? Like frustration, friction. You know what I'm saying, in your life, and it just makes you want it. That's the fuel that I use, that I burn to like push it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, what can you tell us deeper? Like, how did you get so, like, now you seem like so strong, mighty, straightforward. You know where you want to go.
I'm incredible.
Yeah.
Right. You basically say, how'd you get so damn good? Just say that.
All right.
Just say that.
Yeah, like you don't let nothing really get to you.
Yeah, because in your bio you say not perfect, but damn near.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
And I stand by that, because through my 34 years, I have learned that I am God on earth. I'm spirit having a human experience, right? I am connected to God, right? So God is essentially perfection, even with what we would call, or what we would seem, even what is seemingly imperfect, right? So an imperfect is perfect too, right? So are you good and you're bad, or whatever the case is, right? And through my studies, I found out that I'm like God. So the damn near is just it's for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For y'all to sort out, just to make y'all feel a little better. You know what I mean? But as you can tell, I don't really hide my confidence. I really don't. I don't hide my godhood, my kinghood. I don't hide it, because that's anti-God. Mm-hmm. That's not what you should be doing as a Christian, what you should be doing as a Muslim, or being a person who has faith in God. So, you know what I mean? So I found that I was, part and parcel with God, and I just started to behave in that way.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope.
What was the process like?
It was dark. It was scary. I had to go to jail once in California, Crips and Bloods, for like 19 days, and sit in the cell by myself, and have I couldn't go to Canada. I had a girlfriend in Canada at the time, and they told me, you can't go to, you're probably not going to be able to go back to Canada. And that hurt, you know what I mean? And I couldn't get my CPL for a minute, and I was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to find purpose, but my purpose the whole time was always music.
So when you were running around, like a chicken with his head cut off, did you ever like see the light? Like, did you?
Sometimes you gotta get your higher self, God, whoever, the universe, will give you a hard stop when it's trying to get a message to you. Mm-hmm. To the body. The body is the beast. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? The body is the avatar. God sit back with the controller, and the avatar does the bidding, right? But sometimes when that avatar glitches, or the body or the beast gets out of control, God come in and tame you. Hey, what you doing? People get it in a few ways. You can get a disease, you can get into a car accident, you can get shot. You can lose all your money. Somebody close to you can die. It's a lot of ways when you're being hard headed that God come and get your attention, and that was an attention grabbing moment for me.
I could testify to that.
Praise the Lord.
When God wants you to see something,
Come on, sister.
He's going to keep knocking you down.
Bring it home.
Until you listen.
Bring it home.
He gonna send people in your life. He gonna send things in your life. He gonna send you places, and you gonna just be like confused to where you just forced to move under him. Like, so I definitely believe and see that. Like, I've seen that before, actually. So,
yes.
Amen.
Very real. Oh, we gonna have church.
We having church, okay?
We gonna have church.
We having it on this Sunday.
Come on, when
on
two or more,
this Sunday.
Yeah.
when two or more gather.
But I did want to go back to, I did want to ask, where you from? But I also wanted to talk about the grind way back when.
Right. So I'm from the West Side, Dexter and Linwood area. And everybody know, I came up with, under the with the Finally Famous crew. You know what I'm saying? Me, Tom, Sean, Brandon, Big Mike, A-Dub. And that was a beautiful I was just to name a few guys. That was a beautiful time. Joe, Dusty, that was an era back then, and it shaped a lot of forever friendships, best friendships with those guys, and we had some beautiful times. We had some growing pains, and it was just very essential to who Earlly Mac is. I love that experience and appreciate them and the experience.
I remember when that was the era I was going to Cass at that time.
Yeah.
I used to be down there passing out CDs, everything.
Yeah, it was
really grinding.
Really grinding for real.
Because a lot of people just thought Finally Famous was just the name of an album, and it was a group of people.
Right.
Like what were the jobs of the people that was in Finally Famous?
We were we started off as party promoters.
Okay.
Promoting parties. We used to throw parties at Plan B and what's the other place over there, Joe? Daisy, we
downtown?
Yeah. No, that was the name of the party.
Burt's on Broadway.
Burt's. What was the other place over there by the we wasn't in there.
Before that,
Club Blue?
Yeah. It was at Club Blue. And I forget the one by the Potter Train.
Factory Hall.
Oh, no, you going too far back.
Plan B, then it's another one right by the Potter Train on the other side of the Crown Plaza, right behind the Potter Train. It's the firehouse, that one hotel now though. Yeah, I forget the name of it though, but yeah, we was over there.
Somebody in the comments they
definitely gonna tell us what it was, because we was just trying to figure out.
It was a smaller club.
Yeah. So y'all started from party promoters.
You was young. Daisy.
She's only
older than
her.
Daisy. Oh no, but go ahead.
Look, I was
Daisy was outside.
Daisy was outside. Feeling good. Girl, you smiling good too.
I'm always smiling.
I heard that. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Yes. Praise him all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Can we take a time out? Go ahead.
No, we don't need a time out. You on somebody else's interview, you said you spoke about being in the Matrix. Like, like being on social media.
Right.
Like, let's talk about that. Like, what do you feel like social media, is it beneficial or not? Social
media is beneficial for commercial purposes. It is not good for you guys. Me about mental health
for earlier. Your mental health.
It's not good for your mental health.
Tell us more.
That's a fact.
I agree.
Right.
But tell us
because it's too many voices. Mm-hmm. It's unnatural to hear that many voices, opinions, of perspectives at a rapid rate like that. We ingest into just too much stimuli. It's too much. You hearing, looking, too much stuff. Most of it is garbage.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Lies.
And lies, right? So I likened it to Cerebro and X-Men. That's probably what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. So if you know anything about, I'm gonna talk to the camera now. If you know anything about Marvel and Professor Xavier, he used to go in this big ass room and hook up to this machine. That's like a nigga logging on Twitter or a nigga logging on TikTok or Instagram, and he would hook in and he would be able to communicate with other mutants, right? And sometimes I'm gonna make this noise and it's gonna be funny. He used to be like and snatch and snatch the headphones off because they was because they was talking too much shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, mama said that we couldn't watch. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's how social media is.
yeah,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So, and he had to say, get me the fuck, roll me out of here because they talking about they doing dances. They're doing dances. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Too much, basically.
Yeah.
Doing too much.
You know what I'm saying? And he had to plug out because it was too much, and that's what happens. But we're so addicted to this stimuli that we still be on it, and we have incredible turbulent inner dialogue in our heads, so it stops us from talking to higher self, God, Allah, whoever you want to call him.
I feel like social media it can consume people, like especially if you're small minded. Like I see people compare themselves to people on social media all day.
That was a good one. If you small minded, I like that.
Yeah, because you got to know what to do with it. Like me, I ain't never been like an on the scene type of person, but like with the podcast, obviously I'm on the scene, but I be on there about the podcast. But that's it. Like that's really all I want to be on there about. Because social media has taken over, they see a clip on, they might go watch it.
Right.
Same with music or anything of that nature.
For making money, it's good for making money.
Good for commercial, yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm saying you gotta be there mentally. Some people, that's all they got is the internet, and they got to be on there and be who they want to be today.
And they not even making no money off of it.
It's all
to get some opinions.
It's all cope.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because we really didn't experience that, like, growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we was just having fun.
We was having real fun.
We didn't rely on it.
Living in the moment.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, enjoying the good times. Like, actually going out, hanging with your friends. And people. I never seen people on their phone as much as I do now.
Like, we used to be able to go out to eat and actually talk because we wasn't on Instagram, Twitter, none of that. Like, only thing we had on our phone was Snake.
Yeah. Not for real.
We're waiting until after
not further back.
Yeah,
or even waiting until after 9 o'clock to get free calls and free text messages. Was it free text messages? I don't know.
I think
everything was free. Free up to 7 or 9. I had the 7 plan. It was free
okay, you bougie because I definitely had to wait till 9. I was cussing people. I was like, you gotta wait till 9.
Yeah. No, Papa cut me right off when when that phone bill did not add up. He cut me right off.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a time though.
It was.
It was a time.
Yeah. Well, let's fast forward to today. Let's talk about your new single.
Okay.
Do the Hustle.
Right.
Let's talk about it. It's lit.
What inspired it?
I should go crazy. Huh?
What inspired
Just
it?
me making good music, just me being creative. It's not hard for me to do something like that. Like, I'm incredible at what I do. I'm masterful at creating music.
But it seemed like you took a break.
My mind wasn't right. I was suffering from being hard headed and looking at social media or looking at what I wanted and not appreciating what I had.
So let's talk about it.
I'm gonna be transparent.
Yeah, you gotta be
I'm damn
transparent.
good, but I'm not perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like taking a break sometimes is necessary. You got to regroup. You got to reset. But you could do that as many times as you need to. So even if that wasn't your first time, that may not be your last time doing it.
Right. Yeah.
But I feel like you turned that song into like a different type of purpose.
Okay.
I've seen you post numerous times on on social media. What did you do to hustle today?
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna put the message in and see. It's like I'm gonna make it beautiful on the outside, but then I'm also gonna put some substance in there. I'm gonna put some nutrition in there. Do the hustle if you want some money. Move a muscle. Do the double. Fuck it, triple double. Do the Russell. Stupid duffel. Flew my BBW DTW. Put up 60. Did that shit for Nipsey. Do the hustle. I got a play in Brussels and it bustles. So Brussels, where Brussels at? Y'all know where Brussels at?
We know where Brussels.
Boom. Or Brussels in Europe.
Okay.
She let her money dance, Cupid shuffle. I'm Jimmy Bucket sneaking bodies in the bubble. Pull up in the bins with the pieces to the puzzle. Like, See what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all gotta tune into
Gemini
that.
know. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Gemini.
So I'm gonna put some substance in my
It be so smooth.
Yeah.
It be real smooth. Like you gotta listen though.
I definitely love message behind music. Like sometimes like you never know who you helping. With delivering a message in music. Like, I think that's definitely important for artists to understand. Like, you know, and positive messages too. Like,
Right. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
So what do you have planned now for this year?
A project. I got a couple more singles. I actually did a short film video with my brother Dusty McFly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said a short film video.
It's like a short film
Little
type
acting
of
going on?
Yeah, it's a little
Okay.
acting. We in there acting a little
I
bit.
can see that from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more acting?
I'm gonna have to make my own movie because I don't know. People don't want to like. I don't know. People. I ain't get hired for no Tubi gig yet. I'm waiting.
Oh, you waiting? You gotta let them know you ready.
Yeah.
You gotta pop
You know
out.
you be off the scene, so
Yeah. See, you know what? And you saying off the scene, y'all saying like a high. Y'all gotta understand. It's like two Detroits. It's two Detroits.
I can agree.
It's a street
I get what you're
Detroit.
saying.
Then there's a young man who's from the streets,
Yeah.
but wasn't with the hood guys.
Right.
That was finally famous. That was us.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I know Vezo. Me and Vezo did a whole project together. But a lot of people don't know that because he's in a different sector and I'm in a different section. My section don't get as much light. You know what I'm saying? His section is the focal point of what Detroit. Detroit's a gangster city, though.
Yeah.
It's a street city. It was a street city before the black people were tearing it up. You know, the Purple Gang of Collingwood, that was Jewish gangsters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, teach me some.
Yeah, on Collingwood, from Collingwood and it was from Collingwood and Linwood, I believe, or was it Dexter? Collingwood and Dexter.
Over that way somewhere.
Yeah,
Between the two.
yeah,
It's just a street over.
They were actually the gang that was hired for the Valentine's Day massacre in Chicago. Al
What?
Capone hired the Purple Gang, a bunch of Jewish men, to go do the
massacre.
Valentine's Day massacre. Yeah.
Okay, I just learned
I
something.
could tell you
Yep.
Detroit is seen like as like drug dealers, dope dealers. Because when I went to No Jokes Straight Chaser last night, it was Mike Epps, Cedric the Entertainer, DL Hughley, DC
Young Fly. Mm-hmm.
It was an older comedian. I can't think his name. Anyway, when they all came out, when they introduced Detroit, like, y'all the real drug dealers. Y'all the ones, this. That's all they had to say about Detroit.
Crazy.
I'm like, dang, y'all got nothing good to say about
Yeah, when you go to a comedy show and it's in Detroit, they definitely talking about, how street it is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I had to make sure I had stayed at this hotel or in this area. Like, it's from the outside looking in, like, people always think Detroit is just really, really rough.
Yeah.
And people always feel like if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
And we prove that we can.
I agree.
We are like the most like
Resilient.
hard-working.
Like, we go
do the hustle
yeah.
like anywhere. You know what I
Anywhere.
mean? But there are different dynamics to Detroit. So I'm holding that flag. I'm going to be the guy from the hood who is worldly though, like a Renaissance man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
great.
Like, eclectic
more.
hood thinker. You know what
Need
I'm saying?
more.
Yeah. Like you got Jay Dilla, Slum Village, Roystified Now. You got these other guys, who are like not street rappers. You know what I'm saying? We don't really get no play like that, but it's all good. We just gotta keep working.
What's a day in your life look like hustling?
To be honest, I ain't got no structure.
Mm.
I ain't got no
I ain't
Get
see
that
that
from
from
you.
you. I ain't see that coming from you.
Nah.
You don't have no
So how
structure.
you operating?
I be listening to God. It's whatever God tell me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's whatever God. You know
You
what I'm
let
saying?
the spirit direct you?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if I gotta go get the kids, I go get the kids. You know, what I'm saying? Take them, stuff like that.
Right.
I'm a cheer dad now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My daughter's in cheerleading. You know what I'm saying? And my son 4, so he with whatever I'm with. You know what I'm saying?
Got one of them.
Yeah. They go hard. He love dinosaurs. And so I do that, and I handle my business in that regard. But like, I normally get up and whatever God put on my heart is what I do. I really,
Okay.
I'm really tapped into the spirit.
I understand that.
Yeah.
You definitely give me.
But there is some structure though.
You definitely give me like structure.
Like wake up at 6, do
Like,
this. Yeah.
Oh, I ain't say I don't get up and sit on my ass.
Not
You know what I'm saying?
that, but I'm saying-
You know what I'm saying? I get up and I work out. You know what I'm saying? Me and my cousin Kwan, we'll go work out our fast. You know what I'm saying? And I go hoop, I go lift weights. You know what I'm saying? later, hit the studio, hit the studio later at night, you know, get shit done, fly out where I got to fly to and do stuff like that. But, you know, I don't really, you know, I let, you know.
As you should.
Lead, I should say guide my structure, as I should say, you know. Because some things are random.
Mm-hmm.
You have to leave space for that. Now we're going to get into the masculine and feminine energy thing too. Like, it's very important for a man to honor, respect, and utilize feminine energy in itself, and vice versa. Well, we know the women do. The women use a lot of masculine energy now, but it's important for the men to understand, recognize, and honor the feminine energy too, because that's where the variety and the color comes from. A story about that, I'm gonna let you get to your next question, is how I got my Beyonce placement. I got my Beyonce placement by just walking in the hallways at the studio. I'm not gonna tell you where I was at because I signed an NDA. I don't think I could tell y'all where I was, but you know, where they were cutting some Beyonce records, and you know, I just stumbled in the studio, tired after working, you know, on the songs I was working on, and this guy was working on a song. He was like, "Man, I'm stuck right here. You got anything?" And I'm like, say this. And he said it, and you know, and it stuck. And that's, you know, now I'm on that was my contribution to the "Don't Jealous Me" song. Y'all ever heard that?
Yeah.
On the gift. Yeah. So like that's how it happened. I couldn't structure that.
Yeah.
That was random.
I like the way you said that, because literally how things happen, like, you know, when the good's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. Like, you really just gotta trust it. You lose some dead weight, you go get some better weight. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my questions. But my next question after that, I was gonna ask, like, what puts you in a creative space?
Once again, like, I wish I could had something sophisticated to say, but it's really simple. Just seeing nothing become something. That's what we're here to do. We're here to create.
Yeah.
You know, we got kids. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what we do. That's what we are, gods. You know what I'm saying? That's what God put us here to do, to create. So it's just like, it's like a dog barking. You know, it's like a cat meowing. It's just innate.
That's true. Sometimes I don't be knowing what to say, but I be like, okay, Holy Spirit, lead me. Like, I sometimes, when I'm a writer, nobody has probably ever known that about me.
Okay.
No, I don't write books or anything, but that just like keep me level headed, because sometimes, you know, if you explain, you ever told somebody like how you was feeling and they really didn't know what to say back, and they tell you it's gonna be okay.
Right.
Sometimes I don't be wanting to hear that. So like, ever since a kid, I just always told myself I'm gonna write, and that just give me like free mind and free space.
Yeah.
So sometimes if I don't know what to say, sometimes it don't even be me. I can't explain it, but I done wrote some dope stuff.
Yeah, that's
maybe one day I get around to it, but
let us hear it.
The divinity, the divine you coming out, the real you. Shout out to Street Lord Wine, the real me. Go ahead.
I wanted to go back to you saying that the women nowadays, we use our masculine energy.
I knew you wanted to say
because
that. Because like,
you
want some of this.
No,
you want some of this, don't you, Braid? One braid, don't you?
I just want to know. You said now, like,
come get you some of this.
Like, it wasn't happening then. Like, so
what's then?
Like, what's now? Like, you saying that we use our masculine energy now. When didn't women?
And maybe I should clarify. There's too much. I think this is my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think the modern woman or woman nowadays uses the masculine energy too much. It's not a healthy amount.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we talked about it once.
We talked about it, like,
and I felt like what you said, I could be wrong, but
hello, Phil.
You said you felt like that's the only choice you have.
I did. I said that, yeah.
Help my girl out.
I can. It's gonna be a lot of it is gonna be off camera, but yeah. One thing I do minister to women. I life coach to women, even though sometimes I'm not their favorite. You know, sometimes you don't want to hear instruction from a man, but my encouragement is the best thing, the strongest version of yourself as a woman is in your femininity. The strongest version of yourself as a woman is being feminine. You can move the needle way more, way quicker, way more efficient being feminine if you're a woman than if you were trying to do it the way if you were a man.
Okay.
You trying to be more of a man than me is impossible. You're never going to be more of a man than me, right?
I'm not trying to be more of a man
saying,
than
you. Not right now. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
She don't listen, you see?
Yeah.
She was.
She don't listen, you see. Right?
Oh my God. All right, let me be quiet.
That was an example. You see what I'm saying? that was just an example. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't do it. I can't be more of a woman. I can't be more of a mother than you. Mm-hmm. So the thing that you will be able to teach a child, I can't even hold a candle to you all. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm gonna have to come to you like, hey, how you? You know, my daughter's 10, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to go to her mama like, hey, how you? What's that? I'm gonna have to let you lead me in that way.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna have to let you lead me in that way.
I don't know what point Adora is getting at. She's so happy.
Because this was probably like 30 episodes ago. I had talked about reading a book. I think it's called Doctor's Orders. Mm-hmm. And it was talking about getting your feminine back.
Come on now. Let's talk about it.
She's talking about, I don't need no book to teach me how to do that.
Yeah, that pissed you off. All that
real bad.
She was going telling us certain chapters to read. Yeah,
you should listen. That's good, Adora.
And it's like, I feel like I learned a lot in the book. Like,
very good.
I felt like, okay, maybe I needed to know this.
Absolutely.
You know, in the space I was in at the time. And I'll read it again.
Okay, then.
Very good.
It's like, you don't know it all. Like, and I had to learn that. I don't know everything. You got to always be willing to be teachable. But
the Bible says to study to show thyself approved.
That part. But no, that's interesting. I didn't know that about you. Like I said, the bio not long enough.
Yeah, bio not long enough at all.
Yeah. I'm cold.
Yeah, okay. I'm in a teachable space.
Yeah.
I can get that to you.
And that's the thing too, like women, like y'all receive. Right? So a man gives you sperm, you materialize a human being.
A whole human.
That's incredible. Thought becomes, an action, and then the third thing is the product. That's incredible. Look how powerful y'all are. So the thing is, if you needed anything from a man, your best bet is to lean heavy in the feminine. Can you do this for me, please? You're so capable and strong and able to do it, and I believe in you. The nigga gonna say, yeah. And he gonna bring you back the provisions and tools that you need for what you wanted.
Okay.
Right? But if you say, nigga, I got my own bag, he gonna say, oh, well, she doesn't need anything. So when it's time to move a couch, when it's time, for real though, when it's time to fix something, when it's time to do some man type gender role shit, because that's real. You talking about gender roles ain't real. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You're gonna be without, because you're telling the universe, you gotta understand your power. You're telling the universe, I don't need no help. Mm-hmm. So the universe is saying, your wish is my command.
Right. Every time.
Oh no, I need help. When I don't know something, I be like, I don't know it all. Maybe you experienced this. I don't know. Can you teach me? Can you help me? Like, or maybe you know more than I know. Like, right. That's the bag I've been in lately.
That's the way to be. And that's the way to be if you're a man as well. You can't know everything. You can't do everything. We're not good with details. We're not good with variety. We're not good at reading in between the lines sometimes. So we need help in that way.
Agreed.
So we'll go hand in hand. So that's why you should be, in short, that's why you should be more feminine. And men should be masculine, but also honor the other minority in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I got to honor the feminine too. You know what I'm saying? And the feminine should honor the masculine. And we're gonna bring back our families, because that's the problem. Our families are broken.
Very much so.
Definitely speak on it, because they are.
Yeah.
So how we gonna bring them back?
Well, it's gonna take a maverick of a it's gonna take a maverick of a leader woman and a maverick of a leader male to be the I don't know, like the trusted leader to just like lead people into this thing. Because as long as we keep having, because right now we in a real masculine. They say it's a white man's world.
They say that?
Yeah, they say that. Yeah, they said it's a white man's world. That's been the phrase for like what, about 100 years now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see
you ever heard the white man's burden?
Yes.
Yeah, like the world is the white man's burden because it's allegedly the white man's world.
Oh.
And so what we have to do is make it not a white man's world.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And the way we do that is that people we gonna have to. I don't like using the term humble, but we're gonna have to grow up.
Facts.
We have to grow up and really see what's important, and that's family. The Black family is very important.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
They got a lot of work to do, though.
We got about 150 years worth of work.
Mm-hmm. Got to go about 30, 40 years back.
Yeah.
I think.
A little bit further back. I say in about 100 and 150 years, y'all can play this back 150 years from now, that I feel like that's going to be the biggest breakthrough for us, like as far as like
Dynamic change.
us as a people. Yeah, like when we really gonna like peek through, you know what I'm saying?
It comes from accountability too, but then you have to realize it's an issue. Then you have to at some point hold yourself accountable as a person for everybody to be on the same page, and that's kind of
It's hard to do.
sometimes
It's hard.
impossible.
It's like the gang violence in Chicago and LA. It's like, damn, you shot my cousin, you killed my cousin, I killed your cousin. But at one point we're gonna have to be like, all right, it's cool.
Right.
Like we're gonna have to discharge
Eventually.
debts.
Eventually.
Like you're gonna have to really forgive. Like, yeah, I know we did a whole bunch of retaliate, but like that was it. Clean slate. And that's hard to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, this episode is brought to you by Motu VJ.
Okay.
We got the champagne, Black owned. They're for the community and for the spirit. So if you are in the Detroit area, make sure you go to your local Myers or your local liquor stores. If they do not have it, make sure you let them know that they should get it. We're going to put that in the description below.
All right,
sure.
all right. Is there anything else you want to tell the people?
No, is there anything else you want to tell the people?
Yes, I do. I want
go.
to talk about you being a Gemini.
All right, let's talk about it.
You was like so big on Gemini,
Oh,
Gemini.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Geminis
it.
make the world go around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Like everywhere there's someone successful, there's a Gemini either
In the room.
right next to them or it's the Gemini. Yeah.
My
Just
brother
making
is
some
a
shit.
Gemini. He's very passionate. He can get crazy.
Yeah.
When they mad, they like fire. You
Yeah.
can't put him out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's like he believe what he believe. It ain't no convincing him. Like it's you gonna and then don't get him on the phone. You be on the phone for 30, 40 minutes
Man.
every time.
Every
Yeah, we
time.
loquacious. We talk a lot for sure.
But I love him. He lovable. You know. I don't know what I would do without him. He called me and he give me words of encouragement about each podcast because he sit there and he writes stuff down and give me constructive.
Oh, that's
criticism.
incredible. That's good.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
wanna
that's
be
a good big
Yeah,
brother.
it is, yeah.
little brother.
Oh,
okay,
right.
You know
Okay.
my brother younger.
I forgot you the middle child.
Yeah.
That was giving big brother vibes though.
Yeah, for sure.
He think he bigger than he's bigger than me, but he think that
He older than you,
mhm.
as he should.
I did have like 2 more questions if you got time.
No, go ahead.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Oh man, that's so good. That's a good one. The advice I would give to my younger self, I would say, it's always been you. Nigga, you always been the one. It's you. Those thoughts that you were thinking about you being the one, you right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
You gotta believe it. You really just gotta believe
You gotta
it.
be above belief. You gotta know it. You know what I'm saying? Believing is subject to change. Knowing is forever.
Okay.
You gotta know that. And that's what I would tell myself. The advice I give when I mentor people sometimes is I say the decisions that you make, what would your future self say if you walked into the room about the decisions that you made or are going to make? Like, what would yourself at 50 come in here, open the door? Hey, y'all. hey, Daisy, let me talk to you. Adora, come here.
Oh,
What would they say?
A lot.
No, but remember, it's present time. That's their future self. With your future self coming here and smack the shit out you, like, why the fuck would you do that? Or would your future self come here and say, thank you for that thing that you did was incredible. And then now look at us.
I would have got smacked, but I'm on the incredible side now.
Right, yeah.
I'm for sure on the incredible side.
I got smacked too.
5 years ago, yeah, I would have got drugged, not smacked.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's important.
Mentally and spiritually, I came a long way.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And then my last question is, if someone wanted to be in your shoes, just everything you are now, what would be like some tips that you would give them?
So as far as like songwriting, I get this question a lot, like, how you get into songwriting? First, you got to identify purpose. If it's not in your purpose, then you're done. If you just want to do it just to be famous, then you cooked. Find your purpose. If this is your purpose, then act on your belief. Act on what you know. Or what, you know what I'm saying? Because it could be. See, remember, belief is subject to change.
Believing right now.
See what I'm saying? So that's why only you could. The advice I can give you is to say, well, do you trust your? I would have to ask you a question. Do you trust yourself?
Yeah.
It's not about what I'm gonna tell you. I can tell you, well, you go to LA and then you try to be, find publishers to get a deal. You try to be friends with artists and try to write songs. None of it's gonna work if you're supposed to be a basketball player.
Right.
Pretty much sums it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you nothing but more success. You're an
Likewise.
amazing person.
Thank you. You guys are too.
You dropped heavy gems.
Thank you. Adora, you grew up so good. That is so good. I'm so proud of you.
Bless you. Yes,
so
bless you.
Mind, body, and spirit. That is so good. Daisy, you as well.
Thank you.
Your transformation is awesome.
Appreciate
proud
it.
of y'all. Y'all doing really good. I'm glad I'm able to support you guys. You know what I mean? Y'all really doing. Y'all being consistent.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what you have? That's integrity.
Yeah.
Y'all got integrity. That's integrity.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. That's toughness. And then you guys are doing it gracefully. Y'all not all loud and yelling. You know what I mean? Y'all being real feminine. Like, this is gonna work. This is it's working. Yeah, it's working.
Thank you. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Oh, on the couch. No, on Twitter, Earlly Mac, EARLLYMAC. Instagram, same thing. They got me on TikTok.
Yeah, we about to turn it up.
Early, yeah.
Seen that.
Yeah, you seen that. Earlly Mac 313. And EARLLYMAC. That's how I spell early. Don't forget this. People forget my other L.
2 L's.
Yeah, we're going to put that in the description box. So y'all just click the link below if you can't find it. Y'all know where to find us at Only on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube at RT Adore the letter N Daisy. Until next time.